The Defenders of the Castle bundle is out right now, and it contains the Coffin, Dragon, Flying Dutchman, and Gargoyle skin. And today we're going to be deciding, is the Flying Dutchman skin worth it? I just want to say this. I know the bundle is mad expensive, and I do believe that they're going to start selling the skins by themselves like they used to be. It's like the good old days. But for right now, I'm just talking about the skin. I'm not talking about the price. A little bit I am. But I'm not talking about the entire bundle, if you should get it or not. That is totally up to you. So first off, this is obviously a ship captain, and if you know who Davy Jones is, this is kind of reminiscent of that. The Flying Dutchman, if you also have ever watched SpongeBob, then you will know exactly what that is. And the first thing that draws my attention is the green glowing skin. I think that is perfect resemblance of the Flying Dutchman. So let's take a look at his face. As you can see, he has the whited out eyes like a ghost, because that's exactly what this skin is. It's kind of like a ghost ship. That's what the Flying Dutchman is. And we have barnacles on the sea hat. Amazing, amazing details. I'm glad they actually added those to it. On the front, we have some chains going around the back. And right here in the front and center, we have ourselves a skull. We have a little... I'm not sure if that's a corset or if that's just like an old-timey shirt. I don't really know what that is, but I think that red is a nice splash of color on the skin itself. We have broken boat parts. This kind of looks like the front or back of a ship, and you can see the barnacles on there as well. And this one is very tattered up and broken, just like a ghost ship would be. We have seaweed growing out from underneath it. On the very back, we have a globe that actually spins around as you are stationary. It's very accurate as well. So maybe if we got like somehow a new continent popped up, it'd get added to the skin. I don't know, just hoping. This looks to be like a key right here at the bottom. I don't know if what that would go to, but I think it looks great. Looks like he's wearing some jorts. Those got chopped off. I love the other boat parts on the side of his hips, with the barnacles and seaweed coming off of it as well. His feet are a different story, so look at them dogs first off. I've noticed that a lot of skins have these like little ankle bracelets on, bro, for whatever reason. I mean, it makes them look cool. It looks like the steering wheel almost, a little tiny miniature steering wheel. And we have the bow of the ship right here, the very front of it, as well as just some boots that have been decaying and have barnacles on them from just being underwater. The wrist had this awesome skull on it like we saw on the chest. Again, made out of boat parts. I think that is super, super cool. We got barnacles on that one, and as well as identical on the other hand as well. The hyperspheres are actually sea urchins, or I'm pretty sure that's what these are supposed to resemble, and I think they did a great job. I'm glad they added a sea creature as his weapon. I think that is so cool. Let's look at some emotes. So first off, we have inconsequential. We have laugh. Ha ha ha, he looks so creepy. Relaxation. Magic pumpkins. We have the dance. The dance. We have applause. And then observations. Up next, we have our victory pose with observations poised, relaxation, medal, pumpkins, toast, and postulating. Our highlight intros are the accretion, kinetic grasp, what comes up, and attraction. This one has a nice point of view of those sea urchin things. And lastly, we have the gold weapon. And I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't turn the spikes gold. I hope it just kind of turns the base part gold, but I could be wrong. Oh, it turns the entire thing gold. Okay. Okay, that's a little disappointing. I feel like a nice splash of color besides the middle of it would be nice. I mean, I know we don't really see it, so I guess that it makes more sense to have the whole thing gold, but... Huh, interesting. All right, let's check out Sigma's intro. Okay, that's pretty cool. Looks very menacing. Honestly, that close-up is so nice. You can see some details right there. Just take a good look for just like 2 seconds. 1, 2, over. So the only thing with Sigma that you can see until you're like putting out a rock or your shield is his hand, his right hand with his orbs of hurtiness. And honestly, this is a great thing. Great POV of the little sea urchins right there. I think those look phenomenal. I wish they would have gone with a different color on him, though. Like, I really wish the spikes would be a little green like his skin, I think. Well, then again, it might blend in too much with the skin. But that's my little, that's what I wish we had. So when you throw it, they actually turn immediately into just the orbs. You can't see any details on them at all. But you can see his hand flipping. Just look at that animation. You can see the broken boat on his hands as well. I think that's really cool. So what's it look like when we melee? Nice. Actually, that gives a great view of that broken boat and the skull on his arm. You can only see it for a split second, but it is there. I think it looks super cool. In the game, the skin doesn't look as glowy as it does in the profile picture down there on the bottom, which I guess is totally fine because we don't really want a glowing character. That might be mad distracting. But nonetheless, I think the skin hue is like, it does look really good. So let's see what happens when we throw a rock. Nice, you have a great view of both of the armors there for a second. We're gonna keep pushing that just so we can take a look at this left hand a little bit better. But as you can see, the fingers are definitely more ghostly than, it looks kind of like cloth around the fingers. So maybe that's why it looks a little discolored. Maybe the skin is fine, it's just that cloth that was a little different. But the broken boat with the barnacles, I wish the details on that might be a little bit more outward. It looks like the barnacles are just flat right there, but nonetheless they are there and they do look fantastic. The skull has the nice glowing green eyes, love it. And this skin looks, actually, when he emotes, okay, so I guess it's not his fingers that are so glowy, but in the game, you can still see how much glow there is, even in the shade. Okay, I take back what I said about it. I think this is phenomenal. Maybe he just has like gloves on or something. All right, let's check out our ult and let's see if we get any unique voice lines. Nope, it's just his normal sound. I wonder if there's, whoop, dead, cool. So now I think it is time to decide if this skin is totally worth it or not. And truthfully, I'm gonna give this skin a straight 9 out of 10 rating. I don't see many things wrong with this skin at all. The only thing that I wish would change would be the sea urchins. I wish those colors would be a little bit different, especially since that's what you see the entire time you play the game. I wish the fingers were a little bit more glowy, like you can actually see on the skin when you emote. I wish that was a little bit different. But other than those two complaints, I think the skin is phenomenal. I truly believe this skin is 100% worth it, whether you get it now in the bundle or maybe later when the skins come by themselves. The only other thing that kind of takes away some points is no unique voice lines. So anyways, I really do think that this skin is totally worth it for anybody that likes to play Sigma. So thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all later.